crazies out of the government. We need our Congress for everyone's benefit. The 1%, they just take what they like. We've got to show up and vote for our rights. So vote in November. Vote, a time to remember. Vote, don't be late. Vote, don't procrastinate. It's our country, our democracy. We can't afford mediocrity. If we do nothing, our hope floats away. We get up off of that thing when it's voting day and vote in November. Vote, a time to remember. Vote, don't hesitate. Vote, don't procrastinate.
How y'all doing, baby? It is Thursday, baby. It's time for another Blue Dot family meeting. I'm glad y'all are here. Shit, man, one more day until Beer Bud Friday, baby. We're almost to another weekend, and the weeks are going to start clicking by as we get closer to November 3rd on the day we will flush the turd. Get that nasty little thing out of our freaking house. It stunk up this nation long enough. Anyway, Dorothy Tyndall, thank you. You were the first one to jump in, followed by Joy Peters. Debbie Marie is here, oddly wired, our poet of the house. Dwayne Dwizzle. Oh, it reminds me, I still have a poem to read. Lord have mercy, let me slow down. Dwayne Dwizzle is in the house. Tammy Ames, darling, Nana Lovely, I hope your hand is healing well. We're glad you're here. Dolores Grant, Charles Stokel, old bat with 2 cats, baby, we love you. Big Johnson is in the room. And Gary Spring all the way up here from Canada. We appreciate you being here all the time, buddy. Sherry P. and Dwayne Dwizzle, baby. I think I get him. Ardina Michaels here. Adina Michaels here. As is Tammy Simpson. Gene Shankly has been with us for a long time, as has James Blinn. And Tim Kennan is here. Randy Kervin. Rant and Randy is with us, so thank you, brother, for using your voice in this fight also. We appreciate any time we have you come by. Let me see. Robert Bork is here. Maria Betancourt. Denise Holt is here. And let me skip on up here so I can, oh, Lord have mercy. We already over a bunch of, anyway, Lori Rosenberg is here. We appreciate it. Karen Van Wyck and Candy too. We appreciate all y'all being here. Another day, another shit show, baby. And yes, we saw one today. I'm sorry I'm late. I had to make an extra trip back in town because I forgot something. That happens. And holy shit, I forgot to go to the pharmacy. So I had to run back into town, and holy, yeah, you got there at 5 o'clock. Well, of course there's a line. So anyway, I apologize for being late, and had a busy day, but did get to see some of the news. Seen part of Donnie's little press conference, question mark, where he comes out and starts squatting about he's done such a great job on this pandemic and how he's saved the world and all that other bullshit that he spreads out there every freaking day he gets. Right now he's in Missouri. He's in Freeland, Missouri, I think. Got a whole crowd full of people, probably over 1,000 people there, crammed into an airplane hangar. No mask because, as one guy put it, if I die, I die. So be it. My God protects me. Yeah, you ought to go look. There's a preacher's been struck down. Good godly people have been struck down with this, but I know God thinks you're special. Anyway, another guy said, the president said it's not a big deal. I don't need no mask. He ain't wearing. That's right. He's not wearing a mask. You know, he's a good way away from your stinking ass is what it is. But think of that, especially in light of what we've heard him come out with his own mouth in February, on February 7th, when he's talking about it's airborne, it's deadly, and it's contagious, and it kills the old, it kills the young, all of that shit that come out of his mouth, and he's still packing them in there, baby. How much respect do you think he has for his supporters? Zero, baby. You're just like everything else, a photo op. He just wants your ass crowded around him so it looks like the cameras, look, they worship him. And these people do. These people that show up at this rally, are you shitting me? They don't care if they died. They want to show their love for the glorious leader. Or as Kim Jong-un calls him, Your Excellency. Yeah, read the letters, baby. Read the letters. It's disgusting. He is out there now trying to proclaim to the world that he was just trying to keep the nation calm. He didn't want to scare anybody. I'm not going to go around out there and telling everybody it's going to die. We're all going to. No. But we expect you to come out and tell the truth. Is there any other president in history came out and lied his way through a pandemic? I don't think so. You think you're doing so great? Ebola. 2 deaths in America, baby. 2. Even with the H1N1 flu, which was devastating and killed 12,000 Americans. It's a long way from what we have now. As this man continues to sit up there and sell his bullshit, sell his lies, to try to edge you into voting for him because only he can fix it. He is the one that has destroyed this country. He is the one who is trying to spread fear. Oh, them black people are coming into the suburbs, We're all going to destroy the country. We're going to burn down every village. That's the fear he stokes. That's the rage he's trying to stoke. He is encouraging his little minions to go to that degree, to give up their life for him. Come to my rally. Come to my rally. Get up there close. We want good pictures here. Let's get in here good and close. But what if I die? Who gives a shit? Because he doesn't. And now we watch Republican after Republican try to act like Lindsey Graham. What the hell did he say? He did the right thing, cutting off China. He's done a lot. Really, Lindsey? Really? Jesus, it's so disgusting right now. If I was anything that called myself a Republican, I would hang my head down low. I would take off my hat and say, I'm sorry. I was conned. I was lied to. I believed a liar. I could not hold my head up. This man is a liar. even when it's right in front of you. Even as he destroys this country with his hate. But it's not his hate. His hate. He's encouraging the hate in his minions. He's encouraging them to hate us, to despise us, their fellow Americans. I don't hear that from our side, baby. Oh, John, they're burning down this. You know who's burning down shit? Seems to me like the biggest threat to the United States is the white supremacy. You know who's sneaking into these protests? Bunch of right-wing nut jobs who are trying to lay the groundwork to get His Excellency Trump reelected. So yes, they will go with their guns and their Second Amendment right and all that shit. You want to know who's burning this country down? Right-wing nut jobs are burning this country down. I'm tired of it. Been doing this for 4 years just about. Coming up, just a few more days. A few more weeks and it'll be exactly. I started this the day that man got elected. I didn't wait. I knew what I had to say then. I haven't changed. I know people up and down my street that have changed. You know, oh yeah, he used to be an idiot. Now he's the glorious leader, baby. Yeah, I got your number, man. I got you. I know who you are. It's not. It's about hate. Trump stirs up the hate. And it's spread across this country and it keeps on going. And if we don't stop it, it will burn like the fires out in California, out in the western states. California, Washington, Oregon, Nevada, Idaho. Shit, pick a state out there. They're all on fire. Our own Bernadette Pree had to evacuate her home. She's hopeful her home will survive, but she had to leave the area because it's too dangerous to stay where she lives. We have other blue dots out west that are in danger. You know, Tony Giacomella out in Crescent City. You know, I'm worried about him. I'm worried about a lot of our blue dots. And, you know, I haven't heard Trump say a damn thing about it, about the fires, about trying to quell the misery out there. It's not on his agenda, baby. Screw California and all them West Coast states because they all blue anyway. They're not going to vote for me, so why should it be a priority in Donnie's life? That is what we have in a president. The only one he cares about is himself. And the nature of the red states only because they worship him. Only because they're willing to go crowd in an aircraft hangar, even after they hear the audio of the president saying it's deadly. It's very deadly. It's very contagious. It's airborne. It kills the old. It kills the young. All of that. And he still asks you to come. He still wants you to come and get shoulder to shoulder to worship him. I don't think he respects you at all. You're just another piece of meat for a photo op. And if he has to beat your head beat you over the head with a club to get the picture of him holding a Bible because he wants to sell that lie too, you'll do it, baby. Anyway, it has been a full day, and let me get this done before we introduce our guest tonight. Can pull a stick out of Donnie's ass there because that's where they keep the stick, is right up Donnie's ass. Anyway, Rex Trek donated $5 to Super Chat and said, if Trump ever gets a presidential library, L-I-E, library, it will probably have a scratch and sniff section, and even the boy who cried wolf calls Trump a effing liar. I got it all out, Rex Strick. There you go, baby. Yeah, what's he gonna have in this? Yeah, some kind of, I don't know, porn clips of maybe the magazine that Stormy Daniels spanked his ass with. That magazine should be in the Trump Presidential Library. It might be that, and whose boat is this boat? Quotes from Donnie Trump out from Stephen Colbert. Anyway, Michael James donated $5 through Super Chat. Michael, another one out there in harm's way out in California, my friend. Please take care of yourself. We worry about all of you out there. We see the pictures, even from San Francisco itself. The sky is red. The air quality. I talked to Miss T out in New Jersey, and it seems like some of that smoke is all the way out there. And it would prove to be, because that's where the wind comes from at this time of year, and it's blowing all that shit out east. So, a lot of people are well aware of what's going on, and we keep all of you in our hearts. And Michael James, please take care of yourself. And Karen Van Wyck donated $3 and said he knew. Fuck Trump. Exactly, baby. He knew. He knew, and he knows now. He knows right this minute. But yet they're packed into an aircraft hangar. He doesn't care. Some of them might get sick. That's all right. If I die, I die. The mentality of that statement in itself. Not only him, he could leave that little soiree of maggots and go spread it around town to everybody he knows. That's how it works. Look what happened at the Sturgis rally. Oh, who gives a bunch of fucking bikers? We don't care. Yeah, well, you took it and you spread it everywhere. They call it super spreading events. Oh, that's a made-up term by fake news. Yeah. Get your nose out of fox. Anyway, I want to welcome Biker Leo. Biker Leo. Leo, how you doing, brother? My mouth's not working good.
That's okay. Yeah. Mine doesn't work all the time anyway.
Yeah, sometimes you get a kink in it.
I'm good. I'm sitting here in my fuck Trump ball cap. John,
are you?
In your life, in the times you've seen me, and that's been a bunch, how many times you seen me wear a ball cap?
I don't think I've seen you in a ball cap.
Very rare.
Very rare. Maybe once, maybe.
Well, I have one that I'm going to be wearing a lot more of. It's fuck Trump. It came from somebody.
Really?
Named Greg. I don't know who sent it to me, but I'm so proud to get it.
Greg, outstanding fellow, sent Leo a fuck Trump shirt. It seems to be a theme on this show all the time, because that's how we express our disdain for it. Buddy, I saw the collar. Excellent work. Leo, amongst other things, is a fine leather craftsman, and he made a collar that is just pretty work, Leo. That's some nice shit.
The guardians need to be guarded too.
Yep,
so.
That's true. Well, ain't nobody gonna bite that dog. Shit.
Yeah, they're gonna need an orthodontist if they do.
You ain't gonna bite nothing else after you try to bite that dog. Anyway, I'm glad you're here, Leo, to join us. Also from down under, Aussie Dave.
Hey, you got mate.
How you doing? How's everything down under? What time is it down there, Dave?
It's about I don't know, 7 o'clock in the morning or something.
Woo, baby, it's starting the day.
But at least our leader's not killing our people.
Yeah, y'all are lucky. You got a leader that gives a shit whether y'all live or die. I guess he don't give a shit about us.
I, as an Australian, and all Australians are feeling the same way, I'm sure, is how the fuck do you allow a man to sit in the White House while he currently murders people? Openly, he's murdering people. Every time he's having this rally today, it's come to the murder fest. He's a mass murderer. He's a killer. He is an evil,
I can't argue with that sentiment. The estimate is upwards of around of 160,000 Americans would not have died if Trump, when he learned of it, when we know he had knowledge on February 7th, if just then he had started a national mask mandate, if he had encouraged his followers that we are facing a deadly disease and we need to do these steps to protect our population, we would not have the death toll we have now. But we do, because he lied not to frighten you, Are you?
Yeah, when he
shitting
said
me?
I could shoot someone in Main Street and not lose a voter, well, he's just killed 200,000 people, and I don't think he's lost a fucking redneck
Yeah,
voter yet.
not. There's a lot of them hanging on, baby. There's a lot of them in picking up speed. Are you shitting me? They're grabbing even tighter, which is an amazing concept in your mind if you stop to think about it. The news the way it is. Of course, you got to understand that all of them are going to say, all Trumpers are going to say, well, that's just fake news. It's a hoax. It's a witch hunt. I don't know. Pick your metaphor for whatever it is when he gets caught doing shit. And he stands up and says, yeah, I did it. Just like the Ukraine phone call. It was perfect. It was perfect. He was impeached. And we wouldn't be facing this debacle right now if the Senate would have done their job. But like they didn't. And right now, every one of them are hiding, or trying to make excuses for him.
Like Lindsey Graham.
Like Lindsey Graham, like Joe Kennedy down in freaking Louisiana.
I was angry to see him on CNN.
Oh,
that beautiful reporter. She done a great job. Hands up to her. All the reporters should be doing this. Held his feet to the fire, and he kept saying, "Oh, I'm talking about the book." No, the fucking video. You stupid audio.
Got your books. I don't believe in these. Got your books. I just don't believe it. He's a Rhodes Scholar. The man is not ignorant. He is a well-educated individual, but he plays the part of a Louisiana hick boy just up here trying to do my best. Are you shitting me?
He done it perfectly.
David, how are you, my friend? How's everything out in California for you? David, please tell me you're not on fire. Oh, David's got his mic muted. We'll give him just a minute to catch up. And Velda Lee.
Sorry about that.
There he is. There's David. How you doing, buddy?
I was going to say greetings from the gates of Tartarus.
Oh, man. Is it bad?
I can provide you with a guided tour of hell if you'd step to the right, please.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Here we go. Damn, brother. I'm sorry to hear that. Is it close?
Just smoke. I mean, we're getting we burned early on in this.
Right.
So we had our big fire, so we can't burn a whole lot more,
Damn.
That's kind of lucky. But now the smoke, with the wind blowing down from the north, the direction it is that morning that looked like a hellscape in San Francisco.
Right.
Same over here. It was dark till about 10 a.m.
Man, I'm telling you, Kathy Larkin out there, she's in San Jose, is seeing, ash just falling from the sky all over the place.
Yeah. Covering people's cars. Yeah. And I'm worried about Bernadette.
I am indeed
Have you
worried
heard
about
recent?
I talked to her.
News.
You do? Okay, then I'm going to pass the buck here.
Hi, Velda.
Hi, I got news.
You got news. Tell us. Bernadette.
Bernadette is at her brother's.
Right.
2 hours away from where she lives.
Right.
It's still smoky. It's still, ashes still falling. But the two boys, the two cats, and the two dogs are safe.
There you go.
I
did get to talk to her.
She is distressed to the max.
Yes.
Because she doesn't know what she's going to come home to.
She doesn't know if there's going to be a home there to come home to. She knows
Exactly.
there'll be a road there.
And John, you want a little tidbit on all this?
Huh?
The little kicker that no one's mentioning?
What?
95% of the forests out here in California are federally owned.
Yep. Who's supposed to rake that shit?
I thought Donnie was supposed to get out there and rake that shit. Huh.
Has there even been an emergent call? I haven't heard.
He hasn't said.
Emergency.
Gavin Newsom has called for one, I believe, early on in this, but there's been no response from.
No, if we had an administration that didn't have its thumb up its ass, worried about itself, maybe they could concentrate on the disasters that are happening outside of the White House. Some other disaster besides him. But he's not. We don't have a government.
Criminality.
He is totally involved in this. He doesn't give a shit if the whole freaking country burns down. So long as they get out and vote for him. Look at what I got in the mail. Look what I got in the mail.
What do you get in the mail?
Can y'all see that?
I seen that picture today. There's a picture from an airline.
Look at that. Look at that face. Look at that face. Oh, this is him. His campaign sent this out. President Trump wants you to return this form. Look at him. Oh, the devil. Look, it's an absentee voting request. sent to my house by him because he wants me to get out and get my vote so I can mail it in.
Wipe your ass with it and send it back to
Oh,
him.
baby,
That's
I've
the picture
already
they
got
chose,
mine.
huh?
Oh, yeah, this is that no shit. Thank you, David. Let me show that again.
Straight out of the Soviet Union.
This is the picture that the Trump campaign wants his fucking his minions to look at and go, yeah, that's a leader.
Trump's just
That's a
Brezhnev
leader.
with
He
fake
looks
hair.
like a maniac. He looks like a freaking, I don't know, a crazed lunatic. You can't even see his freaking eyes. They look like they're glowing or some shit. That's what you want to project to our country? You slime bucket piece of shit?
Oh, John, he doesn't want
swear.
to panic us. He doesn't want to panic us.
Huh?
He doesn't do panic.
Oh, no, he doesn't
no.
panic. No,
We've
no,
got
no.
Mexicans
Don't
coming
panic.
across the border
Don't
gonna rape
panic.
us.
Don't you dare
He
panic.
tells you to panic. Panic about what he wants you to panic about.
Yes, they're coming for your suburbs. The blacks, they're going to come in. The Hispanics, they're
Mexicans,
coming in. They're
they're
going to
coming.
burn your house down. They're
There's
going to
proof of my
rape your
criminality. Oh,
daddy.
look over here. I'm
Yes,
going to put Ted
that's who
Cruz
they
on the Supreme
are.
Court. Pay attention to that.
Yes, that's who they are.
And Tom Cotton. And Tom Cotton.
Hey, we don't have to
Tom
worry about
Cotton.
Tom
Loose on
Cotton.
Americans cotton. Yeehaw.
Tom Cotton
Tom Cotton.
and
Tom Cotton too.
Tom Cotton and Ted Cruz. Don't worry about him. Donnie's got
Oh, my
that
God.
covered. He put him on a list yesterday. Did you see him come out yesterday with his 20 more picks for the Supreme Court, trying to buy them? And two of them are Tom Cotton, and the other one is Ted
Yeah.
Cruz on the Supreme Court. Are you shitting me? The little
Justice
maggot,
Polecat.
the little maggot Ted Cruz, who stood up to Donnie. Yeah, he showed him, we're a real Texan down here, Donnie. We don't
he
put up
touched
with
it.
your lies. You're a liar. Vote your conscience, people. Don't vote for all of that dog and pony show.
And then Ted Cruz, he just tucks his little
Then
dick pecker between
Ted
his legs and runs.
Started sucking shit out of Donnie's ass at a supersonic rate. And it's still it's like fracking with him. Ted Cruz is going deep, baby. Now he's got a chance to get on the Supreme Court. Are you shitting me? Just eat some more beans, Donnie. Eat some more beans, because Ted Cruz is hungry. A Supreme Court justice, really?
You know what's going to be real funny? How easy it'll be to refer to Mr. Cotton as Justice Uncle Tom.
Yeah, yeah, no shit.
There you go.
Yeah. You know, and it
Sorry.
comes out in all of them. It's the Republican Party now. What did
I heard a quote I liked a
what
lot
did
about
Donnie
that.
say? Well, go ahead.
A fascist government doesn't announce that it's fascist. It just
No.
simply makes being anti-fascist illegal.
That's right. Don't be anti-fascist, because that's illegal. You're terrorists. You're looters.
Antifa.
You're monsters. Yeah.
That's
Yes.
Antifa. That's us.
Yes.
That's us.
That was the
That's
people
my
who
grandparents
stormed
and great uncles
Normandy
that fought
Beach.
against the Nazis and the Japanese
It's
during World War
we're,
II.
we're at the
That's
same
them
point.
too.
That's exactly what we're up against. Fascism. That's when corporations and big business and rich people run the fucking country. Guess where you're at, assholes? Just take a look at who Steve Mnuchin is and his history of kicking poor people out of their house and taking as many as he freaking possibly can.
Oh yeah, he's a foreclosure king.
Yes, he's the foreclosure king.
Yes, he is.
If he had your mortgage, baby, he worked on getting your ass kicked out because he wanted your house, baby. They want your
2008,
house.
when we were all suffering, he was making bank.
Yep, baby. When the housing bubble went to shit. Who was president then?
Oh, wait a minute. That
Obama.
might have been George W. Bush.
I
George-
believe
yeah,
it may
George-
have been George W. Bush. Boy, howdy shit. Go figure. A Republican. Every time. Look at I'm glad they're pointing out the trade deficit right now, because the trade deficit for the United States is the highest it's ever been in history. And at the same time, again, Donnie's out there bragging about his trade policy. Oh, we've raked in billions of dollars in tariffs. No, we haven't. Americans have paid all of those tariffs. A tariff.
We paid money.
We're paying the shit, and it's like Mexico's going to pay for the wall. Yeah. Oh, they're not. Well, then y'all pay for it. Give us your money, and we'll build the wall ourselves. It's a scam. Everything about the man is a scam. It always has been a scam. Every business he was ever in went bankrupt, and the only reason he's there is because Putin put money in his pocket.
You know, John, there's another thing that hasn't really been touched on yet, but it's bigger in some ways than even the bombshells about coronavirus. So far, we haven't heard pretty much jack shit about the fact that he discussed nuclear development. And there was another one, too. He actually came out and said that I saved Mohammed bin Salman's ass.
Yes.
Came right out and said it.
Yep. We saved his ass with the Khashoggi killing. Jamal Khashoggi was knocked up by...
You're talking about it, guys.
Yeah.
You're talking about it right now, and yet you're not talking about him killing 200,000 people. But you're talking about this. That's just what Donnie wants.
It's just...
It's perfect.
No, we're just listing the things that came out just today. That's just today. You know, along with the lies that we see about the COVID, that he was willing to let Americans die, and have no doubt about it, it is. The blood of Americans is directly on Donnie's hands. As best I can figure, at least about 160,000 Americans are dead because he failed to do his job. Daphne Batty is dead because Trump failed to do his job while he seeks to blame everybody on earth. Oh, my God. Everybody's fault but Donnie's fault. That's not leadership, baby.
It won't be long before he'll be saying...
That's just what he's always been, being a coward.
Before he'll be blaming China. He's going to turn
he's already blaming China. That's always
He's already doing it.
Yeah, that's a gimme. It's the China virus, all that kind of shit.
Someone has to say Trump caused these deaths, and he's going to say, no, China did. He's going to skip over
at
the
a
fact
certain point during a pandemic, no matter what the fuck you call it, it's a pandemic. It's killing people. Does it really matter at the point that we're at, where it originated? We know where it originated. So we're going to demonize that and blame that country for not protecting everybody. But it came here. It came here. And since it got here, what has your president done to protect you? Not
absolutely
a fucking
nothing.
Thing.
Well, he'll tell you
he has
shut
fought
down
everything.
travel from China, but he didn't shut down travel.
He did not.
From Europe.
40,000 people came into the country from China after the ban because they were American citizens. This, that, or the other. They had papers to get in. It wasn't a total ban. And he didn't.
And he had Chinese
some
imports
things
as well to get into the country. He had to bring his imports into the country as well. You know, if he shut that down, all these MAGA hats and all this MAGA gear made in China
would not be there, baby. They wouldn't have all these flags to buy.
He's not having to pay tariffs on a damn cent.
Keep buying them.
He did do some specific things. He divided us up on the procedures to handle it. He mocked social distancing and mask wearing, so that became political, and his followers now view it as their right not to wear a mask. He helped spread it. He helped make it worse.
And not just making
He pressured governors to open back up too soon and then threw them right underneath the bus, telling them they opened too soon.
Yes.
He's doing the same thing with school opening. So, yeah, he did a lot.
What did you say, Leo? I didn't hear what you said, brother.
That on top of it, mocking people that wear masks.
Yes.
Meanwhile, we've got a real
making fun of them.
president.
Oh, you want to be politically correct? No, I want to fucking live. How's that?
Yeah, and we've got a candidate that is in such opposition. Have you taken a look at the way Joe Biden is doing it, however?
Yeah, oh yeah, Joe Biden is doing just fine.
Everybody many feet apart, you know, doing it right, but they mock him for it.
I want to see Donnie's ass on a bicycle. I just seen Joe Biden now riding his bicycle not long ago, coming around on one of them, 10 speed, whatever you call them, race bike. Yeah, I want to see Donnie on a bicycle. That's all. I don't have to take a test or nothing. Just get on the fucking bicycle and ride it 10 feet. That's
you do that to a poor bicycle seat.
I know that bicycle
would disappear forever.
It would just be sucked up into a big void under there. Yeah, everything about the man is just a stinking lie. Yes.
Did you see where Biden was harassed going to see his son's grave on Memorial Day?
Yes.
Talk about.
I just can't fathom it. I really don't understand what the fuck goes through his and his followers' minds. I mean, right down to the. Let's look at this right now. He's
They're
having
fake
another
patriots, brother.
shoulder-to-shoulder rallies right now.
They're like telling you,
after
"Oh, I'm a
all
Christian."
Of this news.
Well, they fuck everybody else over. No.
And
They're
he
not
wants
rallies.
to be
They're
buried
not
at
rallies.
Arlington Cemetery.
He
They're not rallies,
this
guys. They
scumbag.
just pump up lie fests. They're
Okay.
festivals for lies. They are just keep that well pumped up. Because if he lets those people
He
go
threatened
away,
To
he's got to
disinherit
keep them pumped up.
Don Jr. if Don Jr. went in the military. Don't tell me he is a patriot. Don't find me a fucking Trump that served. You ain't gonna find one. They're never served. They don't give a freak about this country. Are you shitting me? He laughs. Losers and suckers. Losers and suckers, baby. That's
Well, he
what
pointed
the
all those
president-
STDs.
Yeah,
in the
verifiable.
60s.
Verifiable in all of that, his supposed patriotism refers to, first of all, his generals, but refers to
Oh, wait a
them
minute.
as pussies.
Yes, I was fixing to say, are you talking about the generals that are pussies? Because that's what he
Mhm.
calls our generals are a bunch of pussies. They're more worried about our alliances than they are about trade deals. That's the quote.
That's
I have a bunch
shows how he
of
doesn't understand alliances at all.
no.
What does that
No.
do down the line?
He's
down
trying
the
to
chain
get us out of
command?
NATO now. He wants to screw Germany over. He wants to screw Europe over. To do what? To hand it over to Putin. Just let Russia have a freaking heyday over there. Because that's who he works for. He is a Russian whore.
That's obvious.
Yes, he is a Soviet whore. And that's not my opinion. That's Dan Coates, head of national intelligence. Thinks that Russia has something on Trump. And we can all see that every time Putin comes up. He never says an unkind word about Putin. Never. Since he's been there. I've been the toughest on Russia. Kiss my ass. Just because you say it doesn't make it so. Vona Stelkin donated $10 through Super Chat. Vona, thank you very much. I didn't mean to leave you hanging out there, baby. I appreciate that.
John, before
Yes.
we go too much further, I'm going to get off of here pretty quick because I'll give somebody else some room. But there is one thing that has been pressing hard on my mind,
What's that, bro?
and that is that beard is getting ferociously long.
Oh, are you shitting
And I
me, bro?
believe that come November 3rd, there's going to have to be something done about it. And I believe that if you don't do it, I'm going to post an event. I believe
it's
that
gonna
has
be
to
an
be
event.
public and
Now,
live.
look. Y'all can only see what's visible on the camera. But if I keep coming down and get down here to the last little hair, you know, this thing is gradually getting down here to, I don't know, Moses
I don't know what
or
it,
something.
I don't want to know what it goes to, John.
I know,
John,
oh, brother, I
is
used
it
to.
getting close enough to the belt buckle?
Huh? What's
Belt
that?
buckle? Your beard's going to shine your belt buckle?
I hope, I hope not. Shit. I used to put it in a rubber band at night, just keep it all. But then when you do that, it makes a big crink in the middle of a permanent one, and you can't even wash it out or nothing. It just like stays there. So I quit doing that. So now, it's like you wake up in the morning and it's like digging through, Jesus, find your mouth in there so you can pour coffee down it. It is.
Anyway, y'all stay strong. John, keep that voice out there. We need you more now than ever. I love all
your last rant, Leo.
Exactly, Leo. I was fixing to say that last rant knocked it, buddy. We appreciate your voice. So go by and check out Biker Leo, Biker Wisdom, Leo Sahaki, who uses his voice as Randy Kervin and T. Brown and others who just stay in this fight, baby. We're
right,
persistent,
y'all stay
baby.
safe and stay strong.
All right, Leo, take care of yourself.
too.
Thanks for dropping by, brother.
Take it easy, Leo.
Halloween high.
Anyway, boy, howdy shit.
Can I broach another subject?
Well, of course.
It's still to do with the White House. It's just that I've been thinking the last few days about what Gandhi's done to America and how he stood up the world to make the whole world unstable.
Yeah, he's doing a good job of
Since
that.
he's been in, so many good people that have served for decades in the White House and within certain departments and department heads, and people have pushed papers and people have pushed pens. They have had to leave because of Donald, who sacked them. People have given decades of service, loyal service to both sides.
Yes.
Always been impartial. Their lives are destroyed thanks to this man. If this man is ousted, do you think they'll get their jobs back, or that they have the opportunity? Because some of these people gave 30 and 40 years of service, and they've been kicked out by this man because they disagree with him.
I think some of the wrongs will be righted. I really do.
You can't go back and repair that kind of damage. It's done.
No.
You can't go back and undo the things that he has done. And
it's like all the intelligence sources we burned.
Yeah,
you can't. They're burned.
The skills he's destroyed.
But just looking at who he's attacked, the people he has attacked. You know, hell, just start off with Mueller. You know, evil Mueller. Evil Mueller was a Republican, lifelong Republican, a Vietnam combat veteran, decorated, who spent a lifetime serving this country, and Donald Trump couldn't shit on him enough.
Serving presidents of both parties.
Yes, serving both
honorably.
parties.
Yes, very honorably.
Yes. General Mattis, when General Mattis left, Donnie shit on him. John Kelly left, Donald Trump shit on him. Colonel Vindman stood up and did his job, Trump shit on him. So
and his brother.
And his brother. Yeah, James Comey. You know, Peter Strauss. And Lisa Page. Look at what he's done to their life. Oh, Lisa, that kind of disgusting kind of shit coming out of his mouth.
That woman that was the witness in the impeachment. What was her name? The woman that had her life threatened. The ambassador.
Yes, ambassador. Our top Russian. Yes.
She was a Russian ambassador. She'd been there for decades, and she was so loyal to the country, not to the person leading the country, but to the country. And her life is just in tatters.
Oh, I can't remember her name, and that's
I honestly have to this point research them all and make a list of them, but I bet you I'd come up with over 100.
The list is long of the people that this man has ruined, has attempted to destroy.
You know why?
The guy fired from the FBI right before his retirement, plus his wife.
Oh, yeah.
If you had to write a book about this, it would be bigger than a telephone book. You could not list in the book alone a list of items this man has done against your country.
Because it's okay. Everything we're talking about is okay with them. From the moment that you heard the Axis audio tape, grab him by the pussy. That one, remember? From that day on, they don't care what comes out of his mouth. They don't care if he lies. They don't. They just don't give a fuck, because they don't give a fuck about the country. If you don't care about the country, I've honestly come to believe
they want to burn the country down.
Yes,
they're the ones that really honestly want America done.
Well, we know that they telecast and broadcast their crimes. They project their crimes. They tell us what they're going to do. You know what they're going to do next. You know
because
what
they say that we're going to do it because they're doing it.
Oh, I got to read this.
Yeah, this is Trump's America.
This is cool. Sarge Tech just donated $5 on Super Chat and said, Obi-John Kenobi and Trek Travis, Space Cowboy Progressives. Bang, zoom to Trump.
Fighting the Space Force.
That's what we do here every day. We're fighting the good fight. We're keeping our voices going. I could not be more proud of the people that are involved in this and our Blue Dot family that's going on in conversation over here tomorrow left. That is what a society takes. We don't rely on trying to hate your neighbor or hate somebody that's different from you. We rely on more of trying to bring this country back together after the shit show that we've had for 4 years. And we will continue to do that because that's our job, baby. That's our job as American citizens. Go ahead, Belda.
I was just going to say, the thing is, there are a few Republicans that are waking up.
Oh, yes.
And they are running.
Oh, baby.
They are absolutely running away from them.
Yes.
Mothers who find out, you knew about this and you let me put my kids in harm's way?
Yes.
Oh, hell.
Yeah. All them suburban moms out there, you know. And we have a neighborhood not too far from here, a suburban type area out here that is just, you know, it's loaded with Trump shit. It's loaded with it. Really? It amazes me because time after time he has shown himself to be illiterate, to be ignorant, to be hateful, to be vindictive, to be a hate monger, a white supremacist. The list goes on. They should, but you have to remember, really do. These are the deplorables that Hillary Clinton talked about. They demonized Hillary Clinton. She was pointing out this basket of deplorables: the racists, the homophobics, the neo-Nazis, all this bullshit, the rebel flag flyers, all that kind of crap. You can't do anything with them. These are his people. These are the ones he's trying to speak to, and it has brought them out into our society where we can see who is who. We can see what as Martin Luther King said. You judge a person on his character. Well, you display your character, and that's what determines how you're viewed by others. Shit, it's like you want to explain things logically, but logic doesn't. We're talking about people that logic doesn't really enter into their forte. They have this master vision in their mind that Democrats are going to burn the country down. We're going to eat babies. We kill babies right up until the time of birth, which is a freaking lie. These people that are especially pro-birth, they are the most disgusting people. They come up with all sorts of gory shit that they want to talk about that doesn't happen, but they want to feed that. It's what they got. It's all they got.
Republicans eat their own. They eat their own.
They do.
If you don't agree with their policy, you are condemned.
You are condemned,
destroyed.
Baby. Yes. That's exactly what it is.
There was a meme that came out not too long ago. If you're pro-life and can't see Black Lives Matter, that it matters, then you're not a pro-lifer.
Yeah, you're not pro-life. You're pro-birth. That's what they are. Yeah. They're pro-birth. The second that child is born and the mother needs help, she's a welfare queen. Are you shitting me? They start yelling about their taxes. Are you shitting me? You know where our taxes are going? They're going to build weapons so we can sell them to the United Arab Emirates, to Saudi Arabia, and anybody else that wants some fucking weapons. That will one day be shoved up our ass. But hey, we're making a profit right now, baby. That's what it is. Let me catch that. Diana Mallory just donated $5. Bequeather of the Gong says hugs and love to Bernadette and all the blue dots in the way of fires. Amen, Diana Mallory. Thank you very much. And Bernadette, truly all of y'all out there are in our thoughts tonight because we see the freaking news. Are you shitting me? You can see it from space. It's pitiful what's happening right now. But,
well, you know what, guys? Get used to it because the world's getting hotter and global warming is real. Whether you want to call it a hoax or whether you want to call it a money-making scam.
Dave.
Let's get into it and make money out of it. Let's look at things like the renewable energies. This is an income that Australia has made an industry out of, and other countries as well. They have grasped renewables and said, right,
they're pursuing it.
1 million jobs.
It would create millions and millions of jobs in this country if they wouldn't fall force on it. But we can't because we are an oil and gas nation. We are tied to oil and gas. And it's not that we are tied to oil and gas so much as we are tied to the profit that it comes. We can never, I say this all the time, we can't get rid of drilling because there are so many products around your house right now that you're looking at that are made with petroleum products, chemicals that are derived from oil. We're not going to get rid of it, but it is a finite source. And as far as power goes, as far as generating this country, there is far better technology that is cheaper, that is more efficient. We could take that savings and start redoing our power grid.
Absolutely.
Improving our infrastructure. But again, we can't do that because most of our money, almost all of our money, goes to the defense fund to make weapons so we can sell them to Saudi Arabia and United Arab Emirates, and
it'll eventually be used back against you.
Oh yeah, eventually, they'll find themselves in the hands of somebody that doesn't like us.
That's disgusting.
But
Donald
it's
Trump
profit,
suck up
baby.
to Saudi Arabia.
It is profit, and that's what this
disgusting.
country is based on. We used to be a beacon of hope for the world. We used to be that light. Whether we actually were, we projected that perspective to the world. That it mattered here in this country. Freedom mattered. It did not matter what color you were. It did not matter what God you worshiped. That's what our country was founded upon, is those freedoms given to all men and women under our Constitution. That is what just kills you when you see this battle put up by the Republicans to walk us backwards, to, in a way, take us back to Jim Crow. You know, the little white supremacists of the world are not ever going to have a lunch counter that says whites only. I'm sorry. We did away with that shit. We did away with that disgusting little idea a long time ago, and we're trying to live up to
trying to bring it back.
We are trying to live up to the values of what our Constitution says. And the Republicans, for years, have stolen that. They've stolen the patriotic American as being a Republican. It is anything. You are the suckers. You're the con. You used to be. Not long ago either. But you sold yourself to the devil, baby. You took everything the Republicans' platform ever stood on. You threw it out the freaking window, and you're running the deficit up. You're running the debt up. Trade deficit's worse it is in history. And you're whistling while you go out the door. It's what they do. And that is what we have to realize as a country. This is not new. This is what the Republicans do every time they're in office. But to this time is different because of the amount and the disregard for everything. They are robbing the coffers blind. You saw the Senate come out with their their bill, and nothing for the states. Nothing for the people.
It was a joke.
Oh, the skinny stimulus bill?
Yes, the skinny stimulus. Yeah, look, we took a bill up there. It ain't got shit in it except for corporations and shit. I'm tired
it's got $300 for the unemployment.
Yeah, $300. That'll help you. Now, shut your mouth.
But the states have to come into it. The states have to help fund that, too.
Yeah.
If this doesn't show you, that bill doesn't show you that your country's being run by fascists, I don't know what will.
There you go. Thank you very much.
I don't know. I keep still having idiots on the right telling me fascists and communism is the same
thing. Yeah, they don't know.
Bash my head against that wall. They don't understand.
Try to tell them to go look it up in the dictionary what socialism is. And what fascism. John. I know, darling. You try to. Books. We could get them picture books, I guess. I don't know. That's what their mantra is. Oh, it's this socialism. Really? Socialism brought you a fucking police department. Socialism brought you a goddamn fire department, hospitals. It brought you roads. It brought you your Social Security check. It brought you every freaking thing that the national military. Socialism is what provides our society with the things that we enjoy, because it is a system where everybody pays in to benefit the general welfare. It's kind of written in the documents there. That is what that is. Authoritarian socialism is not the same thing. That's what they have over in China.
It's totalitarianism.
Yeah. Well, both authoritarian and totalitarian. Yeah. But they get lost because they don't know. All they know is the words that they can stick on a bumper sticker. That's what they concentrate on. Just what's on the bumper sticker.
I'm going to switch the subject for just a moment.
Please do.
Since we're talking about constitutions.
What?
Sudan. In Africa.
Right.
Sudan. Sanda. Or whatever you spell it.
Sudan. Sudan, yeah.
They took and they passed a new constitutional laws.
They passed
separation of state and church.
Oh, Lordy, please.
They are
what a terrible thought.
They are lining up on basing their new government on what our Constitution says.
Which is...
And they're going...
well, just to quote Thomas Jefferson, the separation of church and state is necessary for a free and democratic society. That's a quote from Thomas Jefferson.
And that's what their Constitution says.
Yeah. Oh, the right yells about our founding fathers all the time. Not that they go read what they said.
I just thought I'd throw that. I thought I'd throw something lighthearted in there.
That is good. That is good. They should emulate our Constitution. You know,
not us, but our Constitution.
Not us. Our Constitution.
Not us, but the Constitution.
Don't emulate us right now. We're going down the tubes, baby. We should be. We should be what Reagan said. We should be the shining city on the hill, not the smoldering ash heap of hate. And that's what I just, I want for my country. I want my country to be standing proud of what we demonstrate, of what we are in our society. This is a melting pot of everybody. We all, some of the biggest, grandest heroes that we have, weren't all white, baby. As a matter of fact, I don't know what the count is now, but when I left military service, the number one winners of the Medal of Honor were of all Hispanic heritage.
Yes.
Winners of the most Medal of Honor winners.
And the best flying force in World War II were blacks.
Yes, they were.
Tuskegee Airmen. But if you judge a man by his color, if you judge a man by his religion, his beliefs, his sex or his gender, their gender, then you are just discounting everything that our country stands for. You throw everything out the window, and you want to proclaim and put an asterisk on this person. There's a they're libtards over there. They're wearing tutus. I'm wearing a fine tutu, by the way, today. Just no leotards today. No leotards today. I'm just going with the tutu there. Get a little air flow there. Yeah, we
didn't want to shave your legs today.
Don't forget your cowboy boots.
Yeah. Anyway, that's what they think. They think that we don't.
Super chat.
Huh? Lynn
Super
Bat.
chat.
Wow. Lynn Bat donated $20 through Super Chat and said, "Will be years for the Trump Crime Commission to uncover all the crimes that took place. Every stone turned over will have countless others hidden underneath. Duck Trump and every one of his supporters." Thank you, Lynn Bell. Thank you very much, Lynn. We appreciate it tremendously. That's very generous of you. And if there was truth and justice in our nation, yes. I mean, I think there's still 7 or whatever sealed indictments from Miller that are sealed. Southern District of New York has a shitload of them that are sealed.
Which means that they can be bought out and not be run out the time clock on them.
You can sum this up one word with Trump. His taxes. If he would release his taxes, we would see, wow, look at there. He's not bought off by Russia. Look at there. He actually made money. Yeah, it would explain a whole lot.
It's what I've heard for the right for years. Innocent people have nothing to fear from the police.
No.
Turn over your documents. Yes. Give them your DNA.
Give them your DNA.
It would clear you.
If you did not commit the crime, sir, you have nothing to worry about.
And if you call on the Fifth Amendment, you're a coward.
Yes.
That's what he said.
If you call on the Fifth Amendment, you have something to hide.
Fifth recently.
As a matter of fact, I'll give you that one. I think, too, if you take the Fifth Amendment, you're hiding something. You don't want to talk about something?
Hey, John.
Eric someone just recently took that.
Eric Trump? Really? That guy?
Trump, that was it.
Oh,
Eric
I thought
Trump.
that was him. Yeah, took the Fifth.
Yep.
I went over to see what was going over on chat.
Yes.
And old Bat with 2 cats says, and don't forget the women who flew all those planes in World War II.
If it wasn't for the women Air Corps, they wouldn't have had planes in the European theater because it was women pilots that shuffled the planes from the United States over to Europe to be used in the battle. But a lot of them were shot down over the Atlantic. Never discount the veteran women that we have in this country. This, going all the way back to the Revolutionary War, it's not always been just men. Women.
They built the Liberty ships.
Yes.
The women, most of the Liberty
Rosie
ships
the
were built by
Riveter.
mostly women.
You know? Oh yes. No. The history
My mother-in-law
is a shared history amongst all of us, amongst women, amongst
and
black
they built
Americans.
it for what, John? They built all this stuff, and the women done all this stuff for what? To fight against what's happening to the country now.
Against fascism. Yeah. We were. Oh,
my mother-in-law
there it is
drove
again.
a jitney.
We were anti-fascist. That's what we were. Well, we used to be. Now
men
we're
died for
looters
it.
and
I'll give the women credit.
Yeah.
Pepsi Max goes, this country would be much better shape if we had more women in charge than men.
Well, you know, I'm not going to
The
argue
women
with
led.
that. I'm
The
not.
women led the
Yeah.
first march against Trump and all this too.
Some of the most
I
prosperous
will not forget
and
that.
happy countries in the
There'd be
world
less
are run
war.
by women. So I'm just saying.
There'd be much less war, John, if the
There
women
would
were
be.
running the world.
There would be.
Super chat coming in.
Because they, how'd you get that?
Because it comes quicker than you, obviously.
Shit, evidently it's going to y'all before it gets to me. There it is, right
I'm
there.
on.
Christina
I'm
Rios.
listening to you, and I'm reading YouTube.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
Christina Rios donated $5 to Super Chat and said, "I think the Woodward's tapes released are only the beginning, and it's going to get worse." Yes, fuck Trump. Yes, it is. This is just, we ain't even got it. He hasn't even released the book yet. And we are just getting tidbits. These are just like teasers. Look at here. Here's Donnie in his own voice. He had 18 interviews. You think that's the only tape he's got? I don't think so.
John, there's 22 hours of tape.
22
I know
hours
that for
of
a
tape.
fact because Woodward's partner from the Nixon day, what's his name, the other guy?
Christi.
Yep, he was on Rachel Maddow, and he said that he'd listened to the tapes, and there's 22 hours.
Boy, howdy shit.
And there's some eye-opening stuff there. And as you said before, why he did not release this stuff earlier, I'm agog. I don't know why he did not use this and bring this out before. Like when the people started dying in big numbers, that's when Woodward should have said, "This is why you're dying."
That's what he's doing. Trump is out there trying to blame Woodward. Blame Woodward. Woodward's already told you. Well, the reason he didn't say anything is because he didn't know if Trump was lying, which would not be unusual. Over 20,000 plus lies and counting. Why would anybody not trust the president's words? Gee. Oh, fuck.
Got any super chat?
Yeah.
Y'all are just on top of that. Look, there's my donkey right there in front of me. How'd y'all know it before I know it? Tammy Ames, our own Nana Lovely, donated $5 to Super Chat and said, in church that you pay tithes. Here we pay tides. Blue wave tides. The tide is lifting, baby. Thank you, Nana Lovely.
I liked what she said.
Tammy Ames. I'll even give you Ghost Stealers. Okay. Just don't let me hear that in some loop somewhere. John saying Ghost Stealers, Ghost Stealers. No, indeed, I
You got another one coming.
I have friends up there. What do you mean? Shit. See how y'all are clairvoyant. Tammy McDaniels donated $5 to Super Chat and said, "Vote out the swamp."
Yeah, the swamp.
The swamp. It's not a swamp anymore. It's a sewer. It's a sewer. Look at what they've done. Look at what they've done. They've destroyed everything we've worked so hard for. And they laugh at it. All of us of a certain age remember the struggles during the 60s when there weren't lakes to go sink your boat in. You wouldn't have had a good Trump parade because the lake would have been all polluted. Rivers were polluted. We had acid rain. There was all sorts of shit. Think back in your little tiny freaking brains and you would remember that. And there was a movement. You were part of it. That we wanted to save the planet. So we came up with the EPA and we're gonna save our planet. We're gonna save it for our future generations. All of a sudden, we get past Reagan and it's like, fuck that shit. Let's make money. Let's make money. That's what it turned to. That's what it turned to, and it has been that ever since Reagan was there. It started with him, and it's trickled down economics. Let's give to the rich. Let's give to the powerful corporations. And they will bless the country.
They sold us that greed was moral.
Yes, greed was moral.
And greed is inherently immoral.
Yes.
They started selling us that hypocrisy was a virtue,
forget all that
humility
Bible
was
stuff
a
they
vice.
taught you. Forget that.
Sure.
That has nothing to do
Yeah.
with it. We're talking about money here. And don't forget
Sonia
to pay your
C.
tithes either to your church.
Sonia C. from YouTube goes, vaccine is on hold. It's a mess, giving people some other health issues. Who's going to take the vaccine? I'd wait and see if Donnie Trump's. Whoops, it rolled on me, so I don't know where it went to.
You know,
I'm gonna let the Trumpsters test that vaccine.
I want y'all to remember that when Trump was on the campaign trail in 2016, and when he got elected, and damn near all the time since then, he has continually promised that in just a few days we're going to sign a new health care plan. It's the most wonderful plan in the world. It's glorious. It's going to cover everything. He's been saying that same line, and he said it not long ago, within a few months ago. He said, we're going to sign it within 2 weeks. There is not a bill in Congress. There's not a bill in the Senate. There is no health care plan, bill, even an idea what it would look like. And
you
yet
do know
he's
what
out
it
there.
looks like.
Yeah, it's nothing. It's air. Nothing. They don't have shit.
Throw it back on the free market. Let the free market handle it. That's their plan.
That's their plan, is to have no plan, just to do away with the Obamacare, because he hates the word Obama, with the Affordable Care Act, and destroy that and let it tumble into chaos. And that way we'll go back to paying out the wazoo if they will take you. And even if they do take you, that doesn't mean they're going to pay for your shit. It's all up for grabs.
It means do away with Medicare and Medicaid too.
Let me catch up.
That's what they don't realize.
Yes, he's trying to do away with that. They will eat their own. We are nothing but Soylent Green to them.
That's what I was going to say earlier. That payroll tax. Hey guys, you better, if you have that payroll tax deducted, you better be saving it back, because come April 15, you're going to have to pay that tax in.
Yeah.
You're going to have to pay it back this coming April.
It was a delay. It wasn't a forgiveness.
Let John catch up on the super chats. There's some funny ones.
Yeah, let me see. Teresa Diggum donated $2 to super chat and said, is Woodward any different than Bolton? Well, that's a very good question. I don't want to pick on Woodward, because I'm going to give him the benefit, but he didn't know if what Donnie was saying was a lie or not. He had to, I guess, verify his shit before he put it out there. And yeah, there's a funny one up there. And Philip Alvarado donated $5 through Super Chat. Philip, thank you very much, my friend. Thank you. And Tammy Ames, our own Nana Lovely, donated another $2 just so she could hear me say, oh boy, say it again. Go Steelers. There you go. Nana Lovely. I do. Amy Warner is a dear friend up in the Pittsburgh area. And Amy and I have been friends before my first video, when I was just writing stuff. This lady from up in Pittsburgh wrote back to me, and we started a friendship. Every year we get this little thing going back and forth about go Steelers, go Cowboys, until the day they meet. It's not so much then, but she has been a true friend, and she is still with us. Amy, if you're out there listening, I just appreciate you all so much. And I don't, it's hard to keep a lot of names in your head, but I think I've done a pretty good job of the names that are in my head, and probably will live there forever. This family has built a friendship, a fellowship almost. You call it a religious thing. Yeah, that's it. It's a fellowship, and of like-minded
the fellowship
people.
of the Blue Dot.
The fellowship of the Blue Dots, who are the guardians.
Does that mean we can go throw Donnie in a volcano?
Can we? Get him. Let's get up. Let's go. I'll go. I'll fucking cut
no,
this stuff.
We're just gonna drop him on that fire.
For the good of the country, Donnie.
No, we just use a symbol like a pumpkin. Throw a pumpkin into a fire.
Yeah, it was the same thing. It looks like him.
Yeah. We've got Halloween coming up.
Think of that.
You got Halloween.
He did not go to Annemain Cemetery in France, where the heroes of Bellewood, the Marines buried there, because he didn't want to get his hair wet. I want to say that again. I want to say that again. John Kelly was there. Macron was there. And Merkel was there. All sorts of dignitaries were in that cemetery that day. There was only one person missing from the U.S. detachment that went, and that's Trump.
Yep.
But did you see his explanation? Did you see his explanation on TV yesterday?
You couldn't drive and you couldn't fly. It was terrible. Are you shitting me?
I run.
Fly in the rain.
Yeah,
No,
Marine
no.
helicopter pilots are trained to fly through a fucking hurricane.
He
Shit.
said, I rang Melania and said I was so disappointed. I was ready to go. I wanted to go.
Called her. She was back home in the White House.
She was there.
It's a lie. What do you expect anybody to be surprised that he's told that story and said I even called Melania back at the White House and told her how depressed I was about not being able to go to your wife was with you in the next freaking room, you idiot. Anyway, Maria Betancourt donated $5 through Super Chat. Maria, thank you very much, baby. We appreciate it. And Old Bat 2 Cats donated $15 through Super Chat and say, I will say it again. There is no such thing as affordable health care if you cannot even afford to feed your family. Fuck Trump. That is...
One more coming.
Assembly libtards, they just want universal health care. Yes, we care about everybody in the country. We want everybody in the country to be healthy. We don't want a disease spread around because somebody can't afford to go to the doctor. Are you shitting me that we would have to argue that?
You want a really healthy economy? And I always tell Republicans this because it just pisses them off. Pisses me off too. Everyone who didn't have to worry about paying out so much of their salary to healthcare that could put that back in the economy. Everyone that didn't have to worry about going bankrupt because they had a medical issue could put that back in that effort back in the economy.
Home, whatever it is, because
you could renegotiate with your bosses to get that as part of wages instead of having it set apart as benefits. And you could put that back in the economy. That will give you a healthy economy. That's building the economy from the ground up instead of
money to buy, to use, to purchase items to make the economy
middle class, we spend that money.
Go figure. If you give poor people money, they spend it. Oh shit! No, can't have that. You're right.
That's what builds the economy.
If that was taken away, and oh, by the way, if you're really curious about that, pick a healthcare company. Go pick one insurance company, which one you want. And then you Google how much that CEO gets on his annual salary. Yep. Now, you take up how much people pay per average on insurance policies per month, and you come up with a number of how many freaking people they need to have on the payroll for the insurance just to pay his salary. Not the vice president's salary, the CEO. We haven't even gotten down to the board and the secretaries and the high dog, all that shit. No. All the money you pay in goes to pay them so they get a nice little vacation this summer. You know what? It is. And it's obvious because all you have to do is go to a certain hospital with insurance, without insurance. God damn, an aspirin might cost you $200. Is that reason? No. That's fucking somebody in the ass. You know, you take from those, you want to take from those that don't have it. And that's disgusting. Think about that. They want to hurt the least of us. Mm-hmm. The poorest. Those
and
without.
If we could have that,
I ain't paying for them. That's my money. Yeah.
If people had that extra money in their hand, then they could afford daycare for their kids so they could go to work.
That whole concept is something that they fail to understand, how helping people at the bottom helps to promote not only the general welfare in our society, it lifts other people up. Velika.
Hey.
Hugs, baby.
I'm just waiting for you to call for me, that's all.
How are you, darling?
I'm okay.
Good, baby. We're glad you're here. The room just got a little more warmer.
Brighter.
A little brighter.
Until America elects, or until America stops electing stars and celebrities and friggin' sports
reality
people
TV stars,
all that stuff, and you elect someone who has got an education, that may be in economics or whatever, that was brought up in a modest suburb that wasn't a silver spooner, until you get someone like that in the White House, or a woman with feelings and emotions, you are not going to change much.
You hear him talking about feelings?
You just gave me an excellent idea, Aussie Dave. Velika for president.
Velika for president. She's got a big heart, baby.
Shit, man, I don't know what to do?
Oh, hell, you know more than he does.
You're humble enough to ask, though.
Yes, you would be smart enough to
You
ask.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be
You
a
would
dumbass.
surround
I
your
think
people
that's
by a lot
all
of good
that's
people.
required now. Well, no, even that.
You know,
Even that. Think about that. The low of the bar has been lowered so much to what we feel
I'm
is a
not lowering
qualified
more.
president.
you're not low. You're
Think
not
of that.
low.
No. You wouldn't be a
Hell
lower
no,
bar
you're
at
not
all,
lower.
Malika.
Yeah.
But the amazing thing is that when he found out,
I don't know what to do.
I think you know how to pronounce
Just tag me,
Yosemite.
I'll tell you what to do.
and hamburger,
Yeah, and hamburger.
You know, she's my vice president then. Okay, Velda.
Okay. I'll be
You
your
know,
vice
I would have
Yeah,
president.
Bella
thought-
could be the vice president. I'd have more confidence in you two than I do these two
Bernadette
dingbats that we got
Attorney
up there
General.
right now. Mike Pence.
Everyone in this
we cannot
family-
forget his
every-
dumbass either.
Attorney General.
Huh?
everyone in this
And Bill
family,
Barr.
if they were president,
Shit.
they would have had
It's a sack of
a
thieves.
meeting straight away. The day that he found out that the virus was there and it was deadly, he did not have a meeting. He should have called a meeting of all the experts in the medical
Are you
field
shitting me?
in the White House.
David, it
the
would have
next
scared
day.
That
everybody.
would be
We
logical.
would have had panic in the street. Everybody would have run around with their hair on fire, Dave. We would have
Like
been
they did-
so
like they did-
just.
You
What
might
they
have
did
would
with
have.
the Ebola. What they did
Might
with
as well told
Ebola.
us that caravans of
They don't. he
disease-carrying
doesn't have
immigrants
much-
were coming up to invade us.
He doesn't
might as
think
well
we
just
have
said
much
that.
courage. I'll
Oh,
tell you
wait.
that. If he thinks he
say
has to
that.
lie to
Really?
you, he doesn't think we can take it. We are have the mettle to do the right thing. Abraham Lincoln said it. If you could trust the American people to do the right thing, if you give them the truth. But the key is
Yes.
you have to give them the truth and beer.
Facts.
And beer. He did say it. It is a quote. It's in there. You have to give them the truth and beer. They got the beer. You're getting the beer. You're not getting the truth. And the truth is
You
something
know-
that Donnie does not utter.
The nice thing is,
Alternatives.
the only good thing that came out of this, we know that China did get a hold of the United States and did tell us
Yes.
that this was coming.
Yes.
They didn't
And
hide
they
it.
did
No.
not
Yes.
hide it. They did not
No.
hide it at all. They were
No,
clear
because
on
he
it.
tells Bob Woodward he just got off the phone with President Z. President Z told him all about it. This is what, and he proceeds to tell you it's airborne, it's deadly, it kills young and old, everything.
He told
What's the
all
5%?
President Z told
What's the
everybody.
5%? Remember, he said in the recording, it's like the flu's 1%. This is like 5%.
5%.
Like
5
5% death
per. 5
rate.
per. You had to stop and think. Oh yeah, percent.
I need to say, I need to insert something here
Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
for Bernadette.
From Bernadette.
Fuck Trump.
Up,
All right.
says
there we
Bernadette,
go.
and baby, we are happy to hear from you. We just want you to stay safe, baby. We really are.
Yeah, if you're listening, take care of yourself.
Please, baby.
Don't-
You
don't,
know,
you know.
Bernadette has a big following in this family, as well she should. She is a proud American woman using her voice, and I could not be more proud of her than I. I don't
Guys,
think any
just
of us
keep
can.
her tucked into your warm into your hearts
Yes.
for the next couple of weeks because she doesn't know what she's going to go home to,
Jeez.
and she's at loss because she has no
and
control.
bless her brother for being there for Bernadette and helping her like that. And man,
And he's got 5 dogs, 2 birds.
mm.
I got
I
a
hope they don't-
menagerie now. Then
Yeah.
I hope they don't have a big death toll with this. I just hope there's not. a
we
big
hope
death
not.
toll.
6 or 7 so far.
It's
They lost her
devastating.
baby, and the parents are in critical condition.
You don't
in the
come back from
hospital.
a fire
A couple
easy.
from Washington.
When you lose everything, it's going to be devastating to thousands of our fellow Americans out there in California, in Oregon, and Washington, Idaho,
In Idaho too.
Idaho, down in
We're learning the
Nevada.
hard way. I mean,
Yes.
Paradise in Santa Rosa the year before taught us anything is to evacuate as soon as you get the word you're gone,
Yeah.
and to be prepared and how to do that. So
But-
we are getting
but
better
the
a little bit.
devastation is there, and we cannot have a country
Sure.
that determines
Yeah.
a state's ability to get help by what color it is, by by who they voted for in the last election. The
You like
part
Jared?
that this president does not
Obama
understand.
would be out there.
Yes, there would. I believe that if Obama was still president, there would be action taken out there on the federal
He'd be
level
out there
as much
with
as
Or
the
Biden would have been out here, or both of them.
Yes, but we don't see that.
We would have
because
had
this
Kamala
man has
Harris
divided
going around our
us
country. In fact,
into
I'm
red and
pretty sure
blue.
she is coming.
He declares everything based on whether you're a red state or a blue state, whether your city is run by a Republican or a Democrat. That's what he points out. All the Democrat cities. I could point out so many Democrat cities right here in Texas, baby. Right here in Texas. Corpus Christi is blue. Houston is blue.
Houston,
Austin, San Antonio. It's blue, baby. They're all
Dallas
blue.
is about the only exception.
And Dara Azizi donated $5 to Super Chat. Dara, I hope I pronounced that right. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Lord, I'm telling you. I always say it. Tomorrow is going to be another day, another shit show, some other stuff. We're just, we got to remember the Atlantic interview, which quoted Donnie as saying that the veterans are losers and suckers. He said that was just the tip of the iceberg of the information they had. It has been commonly referred to as a quote from John Kelly. I have not seen John Kelly jumping up out of a ditch saying, "Hey, it wasn't me." Yeah, I hope it's not another book fucking deal because I'm just so tired of having to wait for a fucking book for all these fucking Republicans to see what the hell he did. Oh, it's all fake books. What did John Kennedy say? Gotcha books. They're just gotcha books. Really? Bob Woodward? Gotcha books? I don't think so, you prick. That guy irritates me just because, like Ted Cruz, Kennedy out of Louisiana, he's a fake. Ted Cruz wants to act like a Texan. He wants to be a Texan so much, baby. It ain't going to happen. In the same way that Kennedy, like I say, the man is a Rhodes Scholar. He's not stupid. So don't get up there in front of the camera and act like you're stupid. I don't know, them gotcha books. I don't. It's a voice recording out of his mouth.
The reporter's going to play the recording for you.
Yes.
Right to you.
Right to you. On the air. What are you going to do? It's just gotcha.
And he still ducked and dived.
Yes.
He still
You watch these Republicans because I'll tell you what, every one of them that ducks and dives, there's a coward. There's another Republican coward who let this man go after it was proven in the House of his crime after a report that came out and told you 10 counts of obstruction of justice in clear words. And you turned your back and let this maniac remain in office. Every one of those Republicans should hang them.
They knew all along that he was guilty and still voted not to convict.
They didn't want to even hear witnesses. They have to wait for John Bolton to write the book. Oh, I was in the room where it happened. Yeah, it was quid pro quo. He's an asshole. What do you want to know?
What do you want to bet that they knew that Donnie was down talking the virus the whole time? That this was not a surprise that these recordings came out to them.
This was a plan.
They knew it. I almost guarantee that.
This was a plan by Trump to ignore it at the cost of almost 200,000 lives, and we're going to be at 400,000. We will get there, baby. The numbers and the trend are going in that direction, and that is acceptable to the Republican Party. That is acceptable to them.
Wasn't it his son that said, "Hey, Dad, they're hitting the African American and the poor communities the hardest"?
Hey, right up their alley, ain't
Dad
that
was
something?
happy about that.
Yeah, because that's another little thing that Woodward asked him, explaining to him how living the privileged life he did. We all know how Donnie got his money. He got $400-something million from his daddy, and he lost most of that. He's lost everything all his whole life. People have propped his ass up. The only thing the man owns is his name, which is all he has to sell, and he sells it on wine, on steaks, on universities, on charities, whatever it is. You want to pull out your fucking ass, he'll put his name on it.
In the Oval Office, as a set, as a prop. The Oval Office.
Our own house is being used. The fucking military's a photo op. Everything's a photo op to him. Bash people in the street to go across the steeple, take a picture with the Bible, look at their photo op, boom. Does he live the life? No. Is he a patriot? No. Does he believe in this country? No. He believes in the almighty Anyway.
He doesn't believe in God, but he held a Bible up in front of a church.
Yep. Upside down and backwards. Upside down and backwards. Look at me. I can hold up a book here. Look at there. I can hold up a book. He takes pride in that. And refuses to see. He's holding up a Bible while he just had peaceful protesters, which is obvious on anybody who wants to go look at a videotape of what was going on. These people were standing in the street. They had a right to be there. This is the people's property. And they were viciously attacked by law enforcement to beat them out of the way for a fake-ass Christian to go over there and hold up a Bible he does not believe in.
You watch this man.
I am proud.
In any time in the future that he gets charged with something, you know what he's going to do?
Huh.
He will end up with dementia quicker than anyone else. He's
going to. Well, I want to say he's going to slide off into the trash hump of history as a dog turd from hell. And that's what he will be remembered for.
No,
the biggest traitor to this country since Benedict Arnold. He's selling us out to Russia every freaking day. He's trying to weaken NATO alliance. At the same time, boasting that he's building it up. Are you shitting me? Really? You want to pull the troops out of Germany and move them next door? Something that's going to cost us billions of dollars and does nothing except piss Angela Merkel off? Is that what it's a private vendetta shit he pulls. He is not a commander-in-chief. He's a coward. He was always a coward. Women. He doesn't like anybody except Ivanka. That's the only gimme I'm going to give him. The only person he truly loves is Ivanka. He doesn't love melanoma that much. He doesn't love Eric that much, or Don Jr. that much, or God forbid Tiffany. Occasionally they let her on the stage. Nobody he worships more than Ivanka. And he is trying to prime her, the little plastic doll that he created, for a run for president, and think of the ignorance of somebody that would support her to carry our nation forward. A plastic, do-nothing, silver spoon up the ass, little rich girl, and her maggot little parasite husband. No, thank you. I don't want canning Barbie up there as president. No, thank you. I want Americans, and that's what Joe Biden, Kamala Harris are. These are Americans that have lived here all their life, worked hard all their life, didn't sit around eating hot dogs, hamburgers, Kentucky Fried Chicken, and playing golf. Get on a bicycle, Donnie. Just get on a bicycle. Just prove to me, prove to the world that you could even ride a bicycle. Because I saw Joe Biden not long ago just zipping along out there, buddy. Yeah. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for coming by. I want to thank everybody. Those names that you're going by, those are our Patreon members. We appreciate them so much, and those that donate. Big Data has just subscribed to our YouTube channel. Big Data. Thank you very much. What? Come on, Belda. How far in the future? I'm timing this. How far are you in the future?
I'm missing that. I'm sorry.
Oh, the Big Data? Okay. Just checking.
I just like how long that list of Patreons is getting.
Well, it cycles through, but yes, there's 160 some on. It's not enough to go on vacation. Most donations to our Patreon are $1 a month. Every dollar, though, adds up. And it is only by those donations and that Patreon that we even keep this thing alive and going. We always, and let me specify to my neighbors watching, we have never asked for anything. All donations, we don't sit here and ask you to donate. All donations come from the heart of our Blue Dot family. We cannot say thank you enough for that. It allows us to pay our bills and allows us to keep this going. And it is, we are very thankful. Anyway, not a requirement. Nobody has to pay for shit to listen to this or be a part of it. Those are all from the heart, and we appreciate it.
As one of your supporters, I don't mind doing it for the simple reason I love hearing your voice and everything you have to say
Well,
during the week.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Suck up to the school teacher.
That's what she's doing. Let her do it. Let her go. What were you going to say? Were you going to say some more there, Billy?
No, I'm done.
About my dashing
Other
handsome looks.
Other for your handsome looks. Plus, I want to say this one more time.
What?
I want to say this one more time.
One more time.
For Bernadette. Fuck Trump.
Fuck Trump. There you go. And we will end it tonight. Ozzy, thank you for being here, brother. We appreciate your voice from down under, and always enjoy your company here.
Thank you very much. And guys, good luck in November. I don't think Donnie's planning to go anywhere, but good luck.
Jail. We're going to try, brother. We're going to do more than try. We're going to clean house. We're going to get the scum out of our house. Anyway, thank you for being here. David, please take care of yourself out in California, brother. Don't let the fire get near your ass.
We will survive this too.
We will indeed.
And a personal request.
Yeah.
If you do hear from Bernadette and she does need help, I'm not super near her, but I'm in her neck of the woods at least.
If she needs help, believe me, we will put that word out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Certainly will.
Yeah. Miss T was the one.
I know she may not want to come out
for calling me.
I understand.
So yeah, we have a network of Blue Dots that stay in touch. The people in the chat, they're not always just in the chat. These people reach out to each other. And that's what makes us family cohesive. We're all concerned about each other, as we should be. But yes, Bernadette Pree, baby, please take care of yourself.
Yes, Bernadette.
We love you. We miss you, and we want you and all to be well out there, and all that mushy shit too. We love you. And Bella, thank you, baby, for being here. Our mother hen, keeping us all together here. We appreciate it.
I try.
Yes, you do a good job, as does Velica. Thank you, Velica, for being here.
You're welcome.
She's a little quiet sometimes in the background, but believe me, when Velica's in the room, the love is being spread. That's the way we look at it.
And when she's pissed, boy, does she have a voice.
Yeah, she'll get it if she gets mad. Crank her up and let her go. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for coming by and being a guest here, and all of those out there watching on YouTube and on Facebook, on Periscope. This blue wave that we're building, this blue tsunami, is going to rise up and indeed save this country from the destruction that it is being sought after by the current occupant of our house. And we will take the White House. We will take the Senate. We will gain seats in the House, and we can start doing the work that needs to be done to repair this damage that this man has caused to our nation. And I want to thank everybody for being a part of it. I can't wait to see it happen. Anyway, we love you. Y'all know tomorrow is Beer and Bud Friday, so if you're so inclined and in a legal state and all that shit, if I have to put Cavendish in mine. But put the beer on the ice, put the bud in the bowl, baby, and let's get ready. Try to enjoy the weekend as much as you can, and keep those that are in harm's way in your mind and in your heart all the time. And we will be here. I will be here for that, and then we'll have a day off, and then we'll be back here again for another family meeting on Sunday. So thank you all for being here, and y'all say good night to everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. Good night, Travis.
All right.
Stay safe. Almost under 50 days.
Yeah. It's coming up quick, baby. It's coming up quick. Y'all take care. We love you. Good night.